Maximum pressed the play button on the new game tile. The title was strange, Forgotten Servers, Code 4. The loading screen froze at 99%, and then the system voice said not the usual oof, but a strange low echo. The next second, Maxim realized he was no longer sitting in his chair. He was standing on a huge gray plate, a classic base plate. There was nothing around him but an endless horizon and a gray sky, across which square clouds drifted lazily. Strange encounter. A newbie again, a voice said from behind. Maxim turned around. A character in a classic blue sweater and green pants, a good old noob, stood before him. But his eyes weren't just black dots. They glowed with running lines of code. "Where am I?" Maxim asked, looking down at his hands, which were now yellow plastic blocks. "Is this a VR update?" "This is the dump," Noob replied. "Games abandoned halfway through development go here. Unfinished scripts, deleted meshes, and bugs. And if you're here, it means your computer caught a very rare data packet, the shadow of the Delitter." Suddenly, the sky darkened. A sound like the grinding of an old hard drive was heard. A giant figure composed of dead pixels and static rose from the horizon. "This is the Delitter," Noob whispered. "He's clearing the server's memory. If he touches you, your account will be deleted forever. Not in the game, Maxim. In reality." Maximum felt a chill run down his plastic back. The Delitter raised his hand, and the patch of floor they were standing on simply vanished, turning into nothingness. "We need to get to the developer console," Noob shouted. "It's in the center of the map, but the way is blocked by broken physics." Leap of faith. They ran across floating blocks which appeared and then disappeared. Maxim recalled all his obby skills. Jump. The block beneath his feet tilted. Accelerate. The speed script was halfway activated, and Maxim was almost thrown over the edge. Wall. A textureless brick wall appeared right in front of them. "We don't have time to go around," Maxim shouted. He noticed an inventory icon in the corner of the screen, right in the air. An old rocket launcher was lying there. "Wait, it's unstable," Noob warned, but Maxim had already fired. Instead of exploding, the rocket turned into a cloud of question marks. The wall didn't crumble, it became transparent. "Collision error, brilliant." Noob grabbed Maxim's hand, and they flew through the wall. Final code. In the center stood a huge golden terminal. Delitter was already a few meters away, his enormous shadow covering the heroes. Maxim ran to the keyboard. "What should I type?" "I don't know, Lua." "Type game, players, local, player, kick, home," Noob shouted, holding back the onslaught of pixels with his body. Maximum frantically typed in the characters. Delitter raised his hand to strike. Maxim's fingers trembled. He made a typo, erased it, and typed it again. Game, players, local player, kick, see you later, pressed enter. Epilogue. Maxim shuddered and opened his eyes. He was sitting in his room. The standard Roblox window was glowing on the monitor. Disconnected. You have been kicked from the server. Reason, see you later. He let out a sigh of relief and reached for the mouse to close the tab. But then he noticed something strange. A new text file called thanks.txt appeared on his desktop. It contained just one line. Print. You did pretty well for a newbie. See you in the catalog. Maxim smiled and realized he wouldn't be playing Roblox anymore today. At least not alone.